I open the vegetables and I drain the liquid out. And just dump them in the pan. I'm already gonna mix them in a bowl. That's how lazy I am today. You know, at the end of the day, I wanna list it. When after dinner, or after we get through eating this, I'm gonna throw this pan away. One less thing to wash, right, or clean. Alright, so I've measured out 1 cup of sour cream. I can't do that with my hand. But I wanted to point out that I'm using the little baby spatula that Yvonne at Having You On sent me. That's a Happy Meal. It works great to get into jars and things. So anyway, we're going to add our sour cream and we'll be right back. So we got our sour cream and our vegetables in there. And I rinsed off our little baby spatula so you can show you how cute that is. The witch hat on it says magical. Now we're going to measure out our mayonnaise. A cup of mayonnaise. This is an easy recipe. 2 cans veg oil, a cup of sour cream, a cup of mayonnaise, 2 cups of cheese, and Ritz crackers or butter crackers, don't have to be Ritz, and some butter. I'm going to use half a stick. Alright. Okay, we got a half a stick of butter. Cut that stick in half. Half of it's in the microwave melting. And we're going to move on to the cheese portion. Now you can measure that out, but nah, I don't want to do that. So I was roughly guess about a handful. Oh, okay, you're making a mess. Clean up crew. Sous chef. Alright. I don't see them appearing. They must be getting their napping after breakfast. Alright, about that. I'm just stingy with the cheese. Alright, about 2 handfuls, a little extra. And we'll stir that up. And that's what you need to do. You stir your first 4 ingredients up. Your vegetables, butter's done. Your sour cream, your mayonnaise, and your cheese. You usually do this in a bowl and then put it in the pan. I'm saving the step. Just do it right in your disposable pan. Got that at the Dollar Tree. There's a lady in front of me was buying last time. I was like, yeah, if I'm over here missing out, it come in handy, right? Stir it up. Okay, so we're back. Got it all blended in nicely. That's what it looks like. Got our butter. That's a half a stick out of the microwave. And we got like a little packet of Ritz crackers. Basically, you crush these crackers up and mix them with that butter and put it on top. I ain't got one handed. Let's see what we can accomplish. And it's not going well. Okay, so we got it all crushed up to film it. Can't get it open and film. Alright, so we mixed up our butter with the cracker. I didn't film that step because I tripped over a mouse and she was squalling and it was distracting. So, and now she's mad in the living room complaining to Liam about how horrible I am. I didn't see her on the floor under my feet. Alright, let's sprinkle this on here. I'll be right back. Alright, now that's ready to be put into the oven. Now you want to bake this thing on 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 35 to 45 minutes. I lean toward about 45. And, you know, depends on how your oven runs. Some ovens run hotter and it takes less time. So we're going to set this aside and move on to our meatballs. Because I want to bake them at the same time. But I'm going to put them in the oven to get them out of the way so the cat don't step in them. Because my cat has a tendency to get up on the stove when I act his turn to see what I'm doing. I don't want that. Remember, 2 cans veg oil, 1 cup sour cream, 1 cup mayonnaise, 2 cups cheese, small packet, half a pack of Ritz or buttery crackers, and a half a stick of butter. Now, if you use the whole thing of Ritz crackers, of course you want to use a whole stick of the butter. But you know, I don't. So kind of like, I use recipes as suggestions, so I'm sure you could add other things in there if you wanted it. This is just a basic recipe. Alright, I'm going to set this in the... There's a cat complaining. I'm going to set this in the oven all the way. I'm going to rest for a minute and we'll move on to the meatballs. Yeah, let's do that. Here's what our vegetable casserole looks like. We cooked that in the oven 45 minutes with the meatballs. And it looks delicious. We'll be back to plate this up some in a few minutes.